Hello, guys. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. All right, we are going to be having Article World Press Conference right now relating to Bola Ahmed Tinubu's certificate. You know, they're going to be taking us through how everything went. Please join us and let's do this together. Please help us to share and like, so that we can do this together right away. You know, thank you very much, my people. If I understand that a lot of you are not expecting this to happen right now. So because of that, many people might not be joining us straight away. But I want you to join us. We are taking it from here right away. Thank you.
And government in Nigeria alone drive their legitimacy. The people look up to us as leaders to respect these rules and to defend them. This is what has brought us here today. Today, we are called upon to again, as a people, to uphold and defend the ground rules of elective government in our country. The Constitution prescribes the requirements for those who seek the highest elective office in the land. It should not take months or indeed decades for the institutions concerned to be able to do their work in establishing the credibility of any certificates presented by candidates for public office. We undertook this journey at great cost and for important reasons. The ground rules for legitimate governance in our country need to be upheld. And you who are gathered here today have the responsibility of holding those ground rules. And the reputation of our country is at stake. That affects everyone, Nigerians everywhere, wherever they may be in the world. I am a Democrat by conviction and a citizen of a country that I love. The issues at stake in this case require us once more to rededicate ourselves to both the country and our constitution. Now we must entrust these facts to us all as citizens and as leaders of the institutions charged with interpreting our constitution. I should thank the lawyers, both in Nigeria and in the United States, who have assisted us in bringing clarity and definitive answers to these issues that appear to have defied our institutions for nearly a quarter of a century. I also want to extend my gratitude to the Nigerian citizens and friends of Nigeria, both within and beyond the shores of our country, for their patience as we have sought to find the facts and establish the truth. I wish to pay tribute to the late human rights activist, Chief Gani Fawehimi, senior advocate of Nigeria, who inspired us on this path of discovery. Now he can truly rest in peace in the assurance that what he started about 23 years ago has come to fruition. Gani's vindication today gives credence to the saying that no matter how fast a lie runs, the truth will someday overtake it. Former American President Thomas Jefferson once said, and I quote, "If I had to choose between government without newspapers and newspapers without government, I wouldn't hesitate to choose the latter." From exposing the Watergate scandal and unraveling the dubious certificates of politicians, journalists have maintained eternal vigilance by bridging the gap and stepping in when other arms of government failed. It is for these reasons that commendation must be given to David Hundeyin, an independent journalist whose extraordinary work and those of many more young people like him has become a source of inspiration. Special thanks must be given to the millions of Nigerian youths and citizen journalists too, who continue to put out the truth online, even when no one is listening. Indeed, the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. They have put the country first in their firm commitment to unravel the truth and hold leaders accountable. This gives me the hope that we have worthy partners in the struggle to reclaim the country we call our home. This quest is not for or about Atiku Abubakar. It is a quest for the enthronement of truth, morality, justice, and accountability in our public affairs. In line with this, let me call on all well-meaning Nigerians, leaders of thought, our religious leaders, our traditional leaders, our community leaders, our political leaders, and in particular, Governor Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso of the NNPP, and the leaders of every political party in Nigeria, and indeed every single person who loves this country, as I do, and who wishes nothing but the best for this country as I do, to join me in this campaign to enshrine probity, accountability.
Okay, all right, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us. Una don't hear him. That one, Atiku Abubakar, right there. It don't finally come out now. Come talk and say the certificate where Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC, as we talk about this, why say na fake. In fact, they say for going for thief that certificate form, they also know. You know, say Chicago State University denied that certificate, say not be them. Issue them for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, the Supreme Court now, normally in a country that works, the duty of the Supreme Court right now is supposed to be asking Bola Ahmed Tinubu where he see certificate where he carry come. If the person where he say give out to them or school where he say graduate say they not issue that kind of certificate, this kind of work not supposed hard before. But based on the kind of country where you and I come from, this one will be a very, very long interpretation. They'll come interpret them left and right. Can't tell you how it's supposed to be. Now, so Bola Ahmed Tinubu can't pass the back of this university. They go certificate come for top of tree. Can't touch them. It can't become his own. It can't be this. Is section 6 verse 8 equals to 9. And this once they don't talk all this to my people, you'll not be hearing the kind of words like dismiss, dismiss, dismiss. That is only country where not in the work. Now would they hear all those kind of things. My people, it is now known to the world now that we have a sitting president, an illegitimate president, a fraudulent president, a forger, certificate forger, and many, 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 many more names. Like as you know, say, this is our president, he get many baggages, so not be me the talk about now see day for book. Now what they talk, no say we know they talk with you, we don't know for year. They say he forged certificate and Chicago State University confirm say yes, that certificate not be we give them. Except say we get another university whether they call Chicago State University where it did somewhere. Maybe God's power go let us know whether one day or Jeko obedient. If you know where all those fat chaka, all of them are there, and a lot of God is my strength. If you know where those kinds, because you know yours, but maybe not 2 university. 2 Chicago State University that day. You know. So, my people, this matter, it be as again. But I would like us to talk on this. I don't know if I should wait in 6 or if I should post out a link so we can talk about this. Please, my people, deliberate on that on the comment section. If you want us to just continue this broadcast right now, that's fine. Or if you want us to come back again later on, for me, depend. It's a very serious situation. But I can see more people right now in the comment section. Madam Patricia Tagujomi just joining us. Thank you very much. Good evening to you, Mr. Edwin. Thank you very much. I can see you right there. Biafra must comes. I see Ise. I see you right there. Dex, I can see you. I see many people right there. God's power and many others. Okay, call already. They come. Lord of God is my strength. Good evening to you, madam. Rather, good afternoon.
Well done. God bless you. You give us this good news. God bless you. I beg, make you go listen. I know you go down see that video. Go listen to Dele Faroti interview today.
Dele Faroti. I don't see him now. I'll bring a call later. I don't see him. I know what we'll talk on later. We'll talk on later, madam. We'll talk on later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right, my people. I appreciate to that. Thank you. That one, another topic we supposed to bring come later. You go that tough one. Now see one tout. I don't know whether not tout I go call her. Where if you want beat, in fact, the call he reminds me beat Rufai for inside studio. Anyway, we'll talk that one later. My people, I appreciate every one of you. Okay, did people actually responded to my question earlier on? Let me see. Okay, we should make it later. Okay, later. Nick Yoko say, make we continue with the year. Now be the thief. I don't ask this question now. You can't do like say, God's power say for now. For now. What was for now, God's power? I don't know what that word mean for now. For the right now, set them on the make and claim understand what it mean. Madam Helen, I can see you as well. Thank you very much, my people. Every one of you that just joined us right now. I can see you all. Lovey Murphy, I can see you. Nell James, thank you very much. Patience Idemudia, Tony Africa, Osaro, Erorere, thank you very much. God bless you all. Didi Anthony, now God will bless every one of you. Miracle B, Stella Masemedo, now God will bless you now. Elasam Gedo, thanks for joining us. Then we have more people that Black Voices TV with us as well. Obvious Peter, thank you, my good people. Maka E right there with us as well. Blessing Debo, thank you very much for joining us. I bet make una press on that like button, as we did here. We are still contemplating, should we continue this broadcast right now and talk about these old things right away, or we should come back later this evening and do that. Although, okay, let me listen to the people. It's better to listen to the people. Fortunate MD, thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. Grant, I can see you. Just shoot some people say, okay, just shoot some people say, make a post link. Okay, make that obvious. I don't see that one since. Okay, yes, let's talk about it. Posting it for me, though, I support. Let's talk about it. What's the need of posting it if I have the time, especially myself? I've posted out a link. If you don't have 2 or 3 people that join us, let's talk about this. I want to see them. It has been officially announced. Not by newspaper or Chicago alone anymore. This is called World Press Conference. Yes, that the certificate where Bola Ahmed Tinubu submit for INEC na fake. So my people. Okay, I can see Madam Busy Braid already join us. The Busy Braids, Madam Patricia, Mr. Chusobiboeze, I don't see all of you now. Thank you, Madam Patricia. I don't see you already. Thank you, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Let me start accepting my people in. I have a caller already here as well. Caller, just hold on, please. Hold on. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Evans, me, God's power. I just want to make a suggestion.
Thank you, my brother.
The show will continue, but prioritize caller for now till people fully conclude. But make the show they continue. Make caller they hear their opinion concerning what's happened. Like maybe 1 hour 30 minutes, something like that.
But people don't full screen already now.
Yeah, Mr. Alvin. He's right.
Okay, let's prioritize callers for now. You are right. Okay, let me prioritize callers. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, callers, if you want to talk on this one, right? Mr. Felix, thank you. I don't see you already. Let me put the number on screen. This one, right? Let's take calls for the next 30 minutes. Anybody that want to call in, I say they don't prioritize now. Now the number 9 day screen. So, Mr. Felix, I said I don't see you already. Oh. So if you are joining us right now, if you want to call in on this issue, please call in now. Let's take more calls. What is your take on this press conference on Tinubu's certificate submission, which is submitted to INEC? You know, it has been confirmed by CSU that that certificate was not issued by them. And Atiku have just confirmed that again now that that certificate was not issued by CSU. But let me take this call. Thank you very much, sir, for calling in all the way from Abuja. Talk to us.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good evening to you.
Good afternoon, everybody there. Please, what I want to say this afternoon is that, see, Anek, you have seen your plan. Shame on you, because Anek chairman not supposed to even declare the guys a winner. So just decided to rig this election and give to that. You are so what you are called from Nigerians, international, you are embarrassing them. Nigeria, you are embarrassing every part of the world. You are embarrassing Nigerians. Nigeria cannot hold that certificate now. Look for a job. Anytime see what you cause for Nigerians, you yourself, you have caused a problem for yourself. You yourself, you are going outside the country today. They will interact you. They will stop you. They will start you like the person that is like carry cocaine. They will start you. They will off all the trousers and check it. So what you call yourself an chairman? You think you are doing Nigerians. You see, you are doing yourself. I can tell you now, shame on you. But you hold your head in shame. Shame on you, Anek chairman. Judiciary, let me tell you. Justice Aruna is what you call for Nigerians. You give the wrong judgment and give power to Tinubu. Is what you call for Nigerians. You shame on you. Shame on the rock judge you give. Shame of the stupid judge you give. Shame of all your 5 members of channel or panel.
Thank you.
What to cause for Nigerians? Because of wrong judgment. You are embarrassed Nigeria. You are embarrassed another international. You see that you are look, yourself, you judge yourself. 5 of you go every part of any country today. They will stop you, they will search you. They will humiliate you, they will embarrass you, they will insult you. So what you are causing for yourself? I want to tell you that to Saruna and every one of you, shame on you. Shame on you.
Thank you.
Let's watch Mr. President Tinubu resign. Resign now and keep yourself in shape. If you don't resign now, you see, what problem is coming after every day. Every day there being different kind of problem. Please resign now, Mr. President. But let you know we do not vote you. Resign now and give up. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you. All right. Let me pick another call quickly, guys. I'll come back to those of you on the panel. Mr. Tony, Africa, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for your job, sir. So, look who is talking. That's how we usually describe men like Atiku Abubakar in the hip hop language. Look who is talking. This guy was the one that brought in Buhari. He brought, and then he was a friend to Tinubu till this moment, even to the primary time.
So what does that mean? Is that what we are talking about here? We are talking about the fake certificate of Tinubu.
I know, sir, but we should look for people that are honest.
What do you mean honest? What do you mean look for people that are honest? Somebody went all the way to go and review that somebody carried fake certificate. You are talking about people that is anybody supporting Atiku here, or we are facing concentrating on the content?
Because it was short-changed. It was short-changed by Tinubu's group.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Talk about the certificates. We are talking about certificate, yes, sir. Where we don't care about people's personality.
It's very bad. Tinubu is very bad. Hold on, sir. Tinubu has no village. Tinubu is not in Nigeria. We already know that. Because he cannot point out his village. Everybody knows his village. Like the Monyaguna, they find a lot of they get their own village. If you go to Togbolu or Epoma,
all right.
Or you go to
Mr. Tony, now Tinubu, they have confirmed that he have fake certificates. What do you want, to happen in Nigeria?
No, what I want to happen is that we should change him. Not because of Atiku coming to play. We already know what he's trying to say. You know what I'm saying? But after all, he is one of the crooks. It's even worse than Tinubu.
Yes, that's not what we are saying now. You are diverting, sir.
I know, sir.
The breaking news, or you didn't see the headline. We are not yet talking about who is good, who is bad. We are talking about your current president submitted fake certificate to INEC.
We already know, sir.
But that's the press conference. That's why we are here.
Yeah. We already know that. But this guy shouldn't be the right person to be addressing us right now, because we already know what he's trying to tell us.
Okay. All of them are satanic, right?
Yes, sir. This man is even more devilier.
Okay.
The Ali Botin case is waiting for him. I even grab his way to even enter America.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. That's fine. I understand where Tony is coming from. That all of them are satanic.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
There's no understanding from where he's coming. There's no single understanding. How could he come up here and blame somebody? You know the truth. Do you have any evidence? What was the question they've been asking us? Since 1993, we don't have no evidence. And somebody spent his money to go and get that and make sure that it is nailed. And you are here castigating the person. I'm sorry. Before you, if you want to catch a thief, you need to be a friend to that thief for you to catch a thief. That is exactly what Atiku have done. And I have no problem. And I have no regret or apology to anybody.
Sir, I'll come back to you, please. Thank you, Madam Rita, for calling in. Good afternoon to you. Please talk to us.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Elvis. Mr. Chooks, God bless you. I am very happy that this is coming out. And one of the reasons why I'm happy is because it's coming from an elite like them. It's coming from an elite like them, because right now what's going on in Nigeria, this is all the elites right now are fighting every suffering Nigerian. So if we see another elite like Mikano, former vice president of Nigeria, come out and expose and disgrace a fellow elite like this, we should be standing up. No matter what his history is, we should be standing up and appreciating it. Because right now, take it or leave it, all of us who are not elites, we are on our own. Or is our kid, we are on our own. So if we see another elite, whatever it is you call it, that is exposing another person, we should carry that news and spread it like a virus. So I am very happy. I haven't heard everything he said because I just came in not too long ago. But based on your caption, I am happy that he has another elite is now exposing his co-elite to say this person is a fraud. This person has stolen somebody's identity. It has been confirmed. So we should uphold that now and use it as a tool to start spreading our gospel.
But that's what Mr. Tony was saying now, that the Atiku is also a criminal. Tinubu is a criminal. So that's why I understand where it's coming from.
Yes, Mr. Tony's angle, I think it's coming like, look at pot calling kettle black.
Exactly.
But at this point, we already know that the pot is black. We know. But the information, because
it's very vital.
They are brothers and sisters. But if the pot is saying, I know what is in the content of this kettle, it's telling us outside the pot and the kettle that this is the content of what is inside. We that are outside, we should appreciate it. We should use it as a tool. I am not going to talk about Mikalo now because he's not our president. He's not in the race. It's Peter the Rock Obi that's going to change Nigeria. So any information that we are getting, genuine information, especially coming from the same pot or kettle, however you want to categorize it, we should use this information right now to start spread spreading and having discussions. That's what's important. That's most paramount, most pivotal in this thing. Use this information. We don't have time to wait to talk about Mikano right now. Use the information he's giving us. Use it. That is the point. And I want to say I am very, very it's not like I'm ashamed, like the likes of Professor Badjue. Where is he? I know the elites are still going to give us excuses, so just like the Gush Abati, we still come out and say, and they will twist everything. It is normal. And then people like Shore right now, these are the things that I was expecting, that he will blow it out. But, you know, he's kind of subtle. He's subtle with this information. I expected you to blow it out. So that's why, you see, I know he's your friend. Most of you are his friend, but advise him. These are the kinds of messages you'll be blowing out on a constant, every single day, every single caption. Shore, where are you? Mr. Revolutioner, where are you now? Within the past few days, you've just been showing snippets. You think we don't know what you are doing? We know what you are doing. So why are you not acting on this now? Because this kind of investigative journalism, that you have this kind of information, we know what you did in the past. Why is everything subtle right now? Are you scared, or are you truly who you tell us you are? You know, so we don't really need people like that, but we have the internet. We have our mouth to speak. And those of you who have the influence, use this information. Let us start telling Ariwola, Professor Badue, Professor Yakubu, Professor Zakamu, just name them, Abati. This is it. And I'm very happy this man has come out. Everybody's trying to be presidential like Peter Obi. He has come out and carried a conference and to tell Nigerians and the entire world, this is the result, because he went to the court himself. It's not here, so we are hearing it from the horse's mouth, the one that carried the matter to court. And I'm expecting that stupid man, Reno Omokri, to not be blaming the obedience of Peter Obi in this issue. Fear will not let him even face Mikano, because I don't know the kind of dirty games all these useless elites are playing. That's why we are where we are today. The elites are against us. They are against us. So if we have any elite that's from their camp coming out to give us information, we should use that information. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Rita. Thank you. Although I agree. Mr. Tony was totally out of point, even though Atiku have his own record, but you bringing it at this time, it looks like you are trying to bring another topic that will overshadow the revelation of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But let me pick more calls. Hello, thank you very much.
I don't know if I can just say something.
Caller, hold on. Go ahead, madam.
No. Good evening, Mr. Elvis. Thank you again for what you do for us. We appreciate you greatly. No, it's what Madam Rita said about Abati. I just wanted to tell her that she should wait to see his face when Orji Ogbe, came with the information, and they were now analyzing it. But it was like now sober. He was sober. He was very sober today. So let's hear. I don't think he will dare to ever portray Tinubu as he used to. He will definitely. But for me, it was very sober. He didn't say anything.
He will always do that. Anyway, let's hold on, Madam Patricia. Let me come back to you. Go ahead, sir. Good evening to you, sir. Mr. Okogo. Thanks for calling in. Hello. Oh, did I lost? Is a woman there? Good evening to you, madam.
No, it's a woman. Yeah.
Okay. Thank.
This is Nikki Oko on the line.
Oh, thank you very much, madam. Nikki, thank you very much. Talk to us.
Yes. I just want to say thank you very much for everything. I do appreciate you.
Thank you.
At least you make my day every day, even when I'm at work. I do listen to you.
Thank you.
But what I just want to say in regards to what Tony Africa said is, I think we should forget about the messenger and listen to the message. That is the most important thing. It's not about whoever that is bringing the message, but we should look at the message itself. Yes, I know Atiku is corrupt, but at the end of the day, he's the only one that is bold enough to do what he did.
Exactly.
Nobody else could do what he did. So we should just forget about Atiku and listen to the message. The message is bringing to us, because we need that information. But what I'm going to say is that this issue concerning Tinubu is not really new to Nigerians. But it's just that what Atiku did is actually to bring a proof. Everybody knew about this, but it's just that now it's coming from the court, it's coming from the university, and the authenticity is very clear to everybody. So as in regards to Abati, I listened to Arise this morning. I felt like punching my TV, to be honest with you. Because I just feel that they bullying what is his name? what is this guy's name?
Rufai. Okay,
but
okay.
I was so proud of Rufai this morning that he stood his ground. When the APC guy was trying to like rubbish him, he stood his ground. And
we are going to discuss that later.
So, yes. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say, thank you very much for bringing this live to us. But I think bottom line is we should forget about Atiku, forget about the messenger and listening to the message. Okay. And I think we should run with that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Please, hello. Hello. Thank you, madam. Brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I want. I thank everybody. Should I wait?
Go ahead.
Thank you. Okay. I thank everybody that has contributed to this news that came out today. And I want to say we appreciate what Atiku did. He did a great job. But I don't want us to forget one person who carried everything and shoulder it. And it was a threat to his life. David Oyunde. He was the one who took everything, who brought everything out for Mr. Atiku to have gone far to even get all these things. Even while Atiku was still doing it, he was still doing his own on the ground, was still supplying me information. And you can see that Atiku named him, called David Oyunde. He's a great private journalist. So we should appreciate him and we should not forget his contribution to the findings that just came out. And because if you see, Peter Obi was not able to do it. It's what Atiku. So we should give praise to him. We should give praise to him for what he did. He did very well, and he spent his money. Nobody gave him any penny. He went out and he did this for Nigerians. Yes, it's affecting us, but now it is out, and it is now our time for us to see what we can do as a people to make this man to leave that seat. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, callers, are you guys still calling in quickly because I need to go to the panel now? 2 more calls to go. 2 more calls to go. Hello, good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from? Hello. Okay, all right, let's move on. All right, let me come back to the panel. Let me hear from the people on the panel. The first person on the right here today is Madam Busy Brains. Madam Busy Brains, are you there with us?
Yes, Elvis, I am. In fact, today has been a very blessed day compared to what happened yesterday. Thank you so much for coming on live today. I was already telling myself, whatever happens, I'm going to be raising that button between Sister Rita, give us our mandate to be first.
You are first today. Wow.
I was driving. I said, wait, don't do it now, wait. But you said you would do it. I said, no problem. I must come on the link. I am so today, the trauma they put me through, the abuse they did yesterday, today, Rufai paid back with interest. I watched it. I watched the grass goes, the violence that was going on. I was like punching the air. I was like, get in there, Rufai. Give him another one. It was, boy, that lawyer. Sorry?
Your line is breaking. Why? Are you still driving?
Oh, I parked.
But the line is breaking.
Okay, maybe I'll come back. I'll go to the next person. I'll come back later when I get home. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right, let me do this call quickly. Thank you very much, Mother Deborah, for calling in. Good afternoon to you. Talk to us.
Yeah, good afternoon, Nigeria Watch. Good afternoon to everyone, to the commenters as well. I just want to make a quick contribution. It's a good thing that Atiku is really opposing. At least we have somebody who is pushing back, and because Atiku is from the north, whatever he's going to do, I know it's going to make a great impact on Tinubu. So that is one good thing. And again, I understand where some other people are looking at it from. The fact that Atiku as well has been part of the same system that has caused problem to Nigeria. But it's a good thing that they are exposing themselves. Probably Tinubu camp will as well, if they have anything against Atiku, which I'm sure they might fight back. So it's a good thing that both of them are exposing themselves. If this is going to bring the end of this corrupt government down, I think we should welcome that idea. At least the Peter Obi is not a part of whatever they're doing, and they've not been able to find anything against him. But I definitely believe that what Atiku is doing at this point in time is good, because I don't see anybody who would have been able to go as far as, if not Atiku. I was telling a friend, I said one of the reasons Atiku was able to be successful in this whole joining is because he's a northerner, and it's because he's equally a powerful man. If it's any other person, they will put obstacles on their way, and they won't be able to have any headway.
Okay.
So we should all be happy that this is successful, and I hope that the press and everyone will push it on, so that the Supreme Court will have no choice but to do the needful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. God bless you. Thank you. Okay, callers, please hold on. Let me come back to the panel again. All right, Mother Patricia, please talk to us. Good afternoon to you once again. What's your take on this?
Good evening again. Thank you, and good afternoon, good morning to everybody else on the panel, and also, of course, on the comment section. Thanks for having me. Press the like, share button. Also, subscribe and press the send the coffee to Mr. Elvis for being faithful in ensuring that we get our country back. Thank you again. Yes, it's a good thing that Atiku has gone this length to ensure that to unravel this mystery, relating to this man called Bola Tinubu. For how many years now? People have tried before; they all did not succeed. So I think we should give him kudos for what he's doing, despite the fact that maybe many would think that he's doing it for his own selfish interest. But I don't want to believe so. I want to believe that, there's a time in your life that you will get to, that you too, you will start thinking that probably there are things you didn't do right before and you want to do right. I want to believe that he wants to get it right. He wants to really, really help Nigeria in a way that Nigeria can come to the place of destiny, and Nigerians having the opportunity to become what God made them for. So that's the point I want to look at. If I would not want to go back to his own history of being somebody that also was corrupt and is trying to now point the finger on that person. The fight is for Nigeria. I don't think he's fighting as the presidential candidate. I don't think so. I think he's fighting for the nation Nigeria. And if you are really somebody that have worked for your own certificates, you've gone through all the levels of education you went through, and you know what you went through, all the painstaking effort you put in, I don't think you would trade that for anything that anybody wants to give to you. So that really makes me question the authenticity of these judges and the lawyers we have in Nigeria. It makes me question their person. I would say their person, or their integrity and morals. Because if really they claim to have used those time and really understood what education was supposed to give, integrity, integrity, I think they will not sell their soul this way. So what Atiku did is for Nigerians. I see it as for Nigerians. I don't see it as for PDP or for himself. I see it as for Nigerians, because we can't have somebody that is identity theft and somebody that is a forger in that in the aim of things. It's not done anywhere. That will automatically drag all Nigerians down anywhere they go. And I know since that day they swore him in, Nigerians have become they have been dragged more deeper into the mud, because they were already in the mud before, but they've been dragged deeper into the mud. So with this new revelation now coming out, you know, demystifying the mystery about this man called Tinubu, I think if we let it go, if Nigerians don't stand up and say no, and this House of Senate, you know, the Labour Party and the PDP ones, they should make a lot of noise to make sure this man is disqualified. Not that he should resign, he should be disqualified. He should be disqualified, and when he's disqualified, he and his vice, both of them, they will be disqualified. You shouldn't. What do you mean resign? Not resign. They should be disqualified. They did not qualify. He did not qualify because him and his vice, they are standing on one ticket. So which means once he's disqualified, his vice is also disqualified. Not that he resigned and the other one continue. No, we don't want that. So that's where we are, and I know that the way it is now, let's see whether the way many Nigerians will fight it. Why we'll still have this some bigotry, all these ones that are traditionalists and every other one coming out to tell us it's okay. But let's wait and hear or see what Nigerians will do. Because don't forget that the ones that are coming out to tell you that they give you the reason why you should accept it and take it so is because of what they are getting. And we, the others, it's not about what we are getting or what we are not getting. It's because we want the country to work for everybody. So the ones that want the country to work for everybody must make sure they don't give up. We must stand firm and continually to press on. There is no way that evil will prevail over good. There's no way that darkness will overpower light. So as long as we choose not to give up, we'll definitely have what we desire. And what we desire is that we want a person that will take Nigeria from consumption to production. We want a Nigeria that anybody, a son of nobody, can become somebody. We want Nigeria that is working for all. We want Nigeria that every Nigeria can be able to attain and harness their potentials, reach their max, you know, the maximum of their potential, God-given talents. We want them to be able to become all that God has created them to be. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Madam Patricia. Thank you very much. Mr. Alex Adoson, are you there with us? Then I'll come to Mr. Jim before Mr. Shuso is there. Mr. Alex, are you there?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. Good afternoon to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ives. And I greet everyone. I'm glad I'm able to join again after a very, very long time. It's a great day. It's a great day. Thank God for the revelation that just came out. Please, before I continue, I want to stress something, that observation that I just made. We should get to a level in our lives to be appreciative before we keep asking and asking and asking. You know, God keeps blessing us. We keep asking to get more, to get more. We don't even appreciate what we have. As one of the callers said something or made a statement about not crucifying or getting the message instead of caring about the messenger. You know, Mr. Tony's call that came in, I wasn't really surprised at it. But the point is, let's first appreciate what Mr. Atiku just did. He had the guts to be able to go to this length to bring out this thing that has been there. Everybody, or a lot of people knew about it, but they were not bold enough to really take the bull by the horn. He did it. No matter his background, no matter what he must have done, that's not the issue at hand. The issue at hand is he was able to go to the length of bringing this to the whole world. So this appreciation, he deserves it, not to be crucified at all. So that's the first point. Then, secondly, we should be pursuing something now, which is very, very, very crucial. Directing the narrative towards the Supreme Court. That is what we should focus on, because a lot of things that happen in Nigeria, it is always about sensation. After some time, it will just die down and people will forget about it. The narrative now should be towards the Supreme Court, that they will be able to admit this very, very crucial evidence into the appeal being made. If that's not done, it's going to be there. Those people are already, these guys are shameless, so there's no way you can shame them. Whatever you're going to say now, you will see people coming out to defend them, which they started doing already. The person that is involved, he has gone through a lot of scandals. He is scandal himself. But does he really care? The answer is, of course, no. He doesn't. If he did care, he knew about this all this while, he would have just put himself in a position not to even come to limelight again. But no, he is greedy, he's wicked, and he doesn't have the good of Nigeria at heart. That is why he went to the extent of bringing this shame to the country, bringing this shame to all Nigerians. But does it really bother him? No, of course not. So please, we hear the message we are preaching, or we keep preaching, like what you stand for, Mr. Ives. You are standing for good. Most of us who are here, we stand for good. So we should make sure that the good overcomes evil. We should always portray this good, shine the light on the good, so that the evil will begin to diminish. The evil will continue to diminish until the good will take over. Because no matter what we do or say here, if there are no changes being done in terms of justice in our country, we are kind of just shooting our arrows aimlessly and we don't get the point. So that's what I'd say I'm going to contribute. And I really appreciate what Mr. Atiku has done and the efforts he has put in to bring out this revolution. And all those who are standing for truth, all those who want Nigeria to be a better place, like my sister just said now, a country where people will be appreciated for who they are, not from their background, not from whatever, just because of who they are and whatever efforts they put in to make their lives better. That is the kind of country that we are all aiming at. That's the kind of country we are dreaming about to have. And these people who are standing on our way or standing in the way of millions should be one way or the other taken out, not the way in terms of violence, but they will just begin to open up their secrets, open up the things that are going to make them to get out of those places where Nigeria will become good and better for all of us. So I really appreciate all what you've been doing, and keep praying that God is going to give us the strength to get to that dreamland that God already gave to us. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
God bless you too, sir. It's good to have you back. Thank you very much for your
Thank you.
We should always embrace our gratitude, before anything. We can't be complaining all the time. Even when your enemy go extra miles to bless you, sometimes you still need to say thank you first. So yeah, thank you. I need to move on to the next person now. Mr. Edwin, sir, please talk to us. Good afternoon to you, sir. It's good to have you on the panel. Okay, Mr. Edwin, you are not there. You know, I like when I call people, you just attend straight away. Mr.
Thank you very much, Naija Watch. Thank you very much, my brother, for the work you are doing. You've done much, you've done noble. Like the way we are praising Atiku for doing this for the entire Nigeria, that's the same way we are praising you for being able to put this into the air for us, we Nigerians. Because information is power, is knowledge, and information is educative. I thank you very much. Now that it has come to this level, what is APC and their co-host going to tell Nigerians is number one. And number two, it is high time that every one of us should get involved and eyes well open and ears open. Because these guys, as we are talking now, they are going into a different plan. They are ready to cause chaos, and Nigerians should be ready for it. The way it is now, they have caused total shame to all Nigerians. And at the end of the day, they are not seeing something disturbing in this attitude, in this act, in this discovery. So now, Atiku has only decided to chase this thing because he was aware, allegedly. Because when they were to contest in 2014, when they were to bring Buhari in, allegedly it was Tinubu that was supposed to be the vice presidential candidate. Then Amechi and co with Atiku, all of them now discovered that this man have a certificate problem because the case was there when he was a governor. When they dig into it, they now told him outright that he cannot do this, that he's going to destroy APC chance completely. And that will be the end of APC. He yielded and agreed. The two major people that was financing APC then was himself and Atiku. He said if he's not going to be, then Atiku cannot be. Otherwise, if they deny him, he will not bring out the vice presidential candidate. And they now ask him, who does he have in mind? He suggested his wife, Oluremi Tinubu, or the just immediate past vice president, what is his name? So he now suggested those two names. So Amechi, the former Rivers State governor, who was a minister, said that woman cannot be because that woman is as dangerous as Tinubu himself. Then they now accepting the former Osinbajo, who was the vice president, because he brought those two names. Then he served. Then he gave them one condition that when it is time, he will not be the one to come in and succeed Buhari, which they have been having in mind. What am I trying to say is that Atiku has known this thing for long. It's not just because he has failed this election, but he has been waiting patiently for Tinubu. That if he comes in, they will either tell him to pull back or they will strike him. The same thing Jonathan Goodluck did in 2011. When Jonathan now told him, we have your certificate, and the whole of them now showed it to him. And they told him he should refrain from contesting for presidency. He agreed then. And that was how he saw, he agreed to sponsor and support Jonathan financially. So what are we saying is, this man knows that a lot of them, the so-called intern cabal, they were aware and they know a lot of things about what he has been doing and what he's holding. So now that God Almighty has decided to expose him, the gullible Nigerians that have been suffering and been crying and been destroyed has decided to, the God has decided to expose him, and he has finally now been exposed. I wonder what his agents of controversy they are going to come out with now, because this people, they are not ashamed. They will always come out from different direction because they talk from every side of their mouth without thinking. So let's wait and let every Nigerian be ready. That's my taking. Everybody should be ready to match them, word to word, expose them further. So this man will now know this is not a child's play because he has one character. He does not believe in any other person. And he's ruthless. So now that it has come to this, every gullible Nigerians, those meaningful ones, have now known. Let everybody now fight and defend the image of Nigeria as a country. Defend and the interest of every Nigerians in general in the world stage. Nigeria Watch, I was still going to beg you. Your network is very, very important. They have been trying to silence this network now for quite a long time, but God Almighty will never allow them to succeed. The spirit of every Nigerian will never allow them to succeed. My brother, your work has just begun. Most of us are looking unto you. When you are tired, it will be a devastating blow on most of us. I'm only begging you that you've not shown that you are tired, but I pray God Almighty that nothing should make you get tired. Your spirit should be awake. Because who gives the people voice has given them hope. And who gives the people hope has given them success. And that is exactly what I have in this afternoon. We will continue because a lot of things are going to be revealed. The way he duped Mobile is out there already, allegedly.
Thank you.
Those that has worked with him, they are out there already. So people will continue not to expose him. Thank you very much, Nigeria Watch. May God continue to give you the power and the strength to continue to do this thing for the entire Nigeria.
Amen. Amen. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much for your encouragement always. All right. Let me reach out to others here so we can round up and come back again for the bigger one later on. Let me call on Mr. Chuks Obibweze. Mr. Chuks Obibweze, please talk to us, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Niger Watch. Good afternoon, everybody that is on the panel and those watching us. Yes. You know, Mr. Niger Watch, only yesterday, you know, you made reference to Tony Africa, you know, and today he came on the wrong note. You know, it's so unfortunate. Tony, if you're listening to me now, please, you are a very, very intelligent person. But the issue you have is you bring that intelligence at the wrong time. I listened to you so many times, you know, there's nothing you say that doesn't add up. But the issue people have with that is you always bring it at the wrong time. That is fact. You can fact check me on that. You know, it doesn't matter what, you know, I said it a few days ago, right? As long as Atiku succeed in getting his hand on this document, I'm forgiving him. Me personally, I'm forgiving him. Because these documents have been causing issues since 1999. Let us not forget that Gani Fawuyemi died fighting for this same thing. I don't mean to say that that is the cause of his death, but he was fighting it until he died because he was sure. And what was happening? Whenever you bring it, they shut you down, telling you, "What are you talking? One of the best brain. Look at what he did in Lagos." That you know, until this man, many of us are taking for granted what this man did. Do we know how much it cost to hire a lawyer in abroad? It's thousands per hour. They don't do like Nigerian lawyers who don't charge per hour. Here they charge per hour. So we need to give him that, you know. And I like the fact that he didn't even want to take the glory. He mentioned the journalist who was at the thick of this. Only God knows what that journalist gave him. And Mr. Edwin, I respect you, but sometimes we need to say things based on what we're saying. You know, coming out with a story of Atiku and the Bola Tinubu and how they merged and how they. All I want to say is He knows them, and that's why he's fighting them. That's all. We can't come here and start digging them. Why is this? Why? It is their business. No, it doesn't concern us. What makes them come up, president and the vice president? Atiku said it himself. That they asked him when he won the ticket for this one to be his vice, and he said no, he can't. And if we all know it, look, if any other person, if any northerner thinks he can rule with Muslim, it's fraudulent. And this is exactly what we're fighting here. So Atiku himself knows that there is no way he can do a Muslim and succeed. It is not going to happen. What is the problem we are facing here? That's why they have to go out there and rig it anyhow. So Atiku being in this scene for years knows exactly what it is. So if he tells me that the only reason he refused to settle with this man for vice president is because he can go Muslim, I believe in 100%. Anybody can peddle anything. I believe him, because with the Nigerian contest, it's not going to happen. I'm saying it. It's not going to happen for anybody. Any Nigerian politician to come up with Muslim or Christian to win an election in Nigeria. It is never going to happen. And that is why we haven't seen this kind of rigging in the past. We see how it is done without looking back. So let us focus. Let us not divide our attention. Let us listen to fake news. Let us not listen to fake news. Because most of these things, people are peddling all over the place. It doesn't come like that. So, in essence, Atiku has done what he's supposed to do, and the lawyer who spoke made it clear. And this is what we want our media to continue to bring to limelight. He talked about Ozodimma's case. He talks about Amaechi's case. And since Ruben Abati have been talking on this, he has never mentioned that in Imo State. Because I don't understand why all these people who call themselves elders should come online and continue to lie. Because if you said this is the problem, I know this person has committed this crime, but for me to get the evidence, I have to go through court, and you can't decide. Just like Nigeria, nobody decided the judges is going to give their judgment. You can't decide for the judgment in anywhere where you can get those documents. So if the documents is from the court and is satisfied, I am fully confident that any court can accept it. Hence, you mentioned that you know this person committed this crime. Only in Nigeria you can't do that. They do it when it suits them. And that is why we Nigerians need to stand up now, need to open our eyes, need to open our hearts to say, no, this is the only opportunity. I want to say this now. This is the only opportunity Nigerians have to throw these people out. If we miss this opportunity, I'm sorry, it's going to be hard. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. And we wait till the next call up. Thank you for this opportunity, because I didn't know I heard he's gonna do what conference, right? So I didn't know it started only for my pip to say, hey, Mr. Elvis is online. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chiso. God bless you, sir. All right. Let me call on Maranena. It's good to have you here with us this afternoon. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, Jesus. I woke up this morning. I knew that I must get the updates of this press release by Atiku. When I must get it on Nigeria Watch site. Immediately I woke up, I tuned in immediately, and I saw the thing was already going on. Look, the service. I don't know what anybody else thinks. You see me, as far as I'm concerned, I do not believe that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this character that is sitting in Aso Rock, is the person that graduated from Chicago State University. I do not believe it one bit. I don't care what the registrar said. And moreover, people are jubilating. Oh, they say he had graduated. Look, the man said Bola Ahmed, Bola A. Tinubu graduated from CH. He did not say that the man sitting in Aso Rock is the one that graduated. He said Bola A. Tinubu. So in the record of CSU, there is a Bola A. Tinubu that graduated from there. That is just the point where I'm coming from. So I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I, for one, do not believe one bit that this man is the person who graduated from that school. And again, people are saying that Chicago registrar, that guy, I don't believe most of the things he said. I don't believe most of. First of all, when they said, because I saw part of the. Thank God for somebody like Rufai. I was following his Twitter handle. He was posting some of the positions. He was posting some of them, and you will see most of the questions. If you're able to analyze them, you understand what most of the things that is being said there. This person, they were saying something about the F, that the F was that's what people say. That this I'm yet to see that in this thing, in the clerical order. That F was seen in the document that came from Southwest College, right? The Southwest College. That's where the female name came from. So the thing is that in the Chicago State University, the person that applied from Southwest College is a female. So the registrar of the school, they themselves were saying that they were unable to verify that document that came from Southwest College. So they are not sure if the person who brought that document from Southwest College was a male or a female. But the only thing that they're trying to say is that the document, the person who applied for who graduated from Chicago State University is a male. That is what I understand. Then the point now is, who is that person that came from from Southwest College? Who is that individual? So if you look at whichever way you look at this thing, there is a fraud going on, and there is a level of. If you look at whichever way you look at this thing,
Madam, can I interject? Madam, can I interject?
But Mr. Edwin, you cannot interject while you are playing your television now. It's not right.
I'm not playing anything, sir. I'm not playing anything.
No, you unmuted yourself. We're hearing double voices.
Yeah, my voice was re-echoing from your end.
Exactly. It's now you just off it. Go ahead with your interjection, sir.
Madam, please, let us get this thing. This point you are giving now is right. I'm not against you. I love your submission anytime, any day. There's something I want to chip in. This thing, let us not air it more again, because the devil, they will misunderstand it. If even anything does not clear that place, what about the social security number that followed that form?
Yeah, I was coming to that point.
Thank you.
Yes,
thank you. That's just what I want to clear. So those devil, they don't start to say yes. They themselves knows. This is why I just let me come in. Thank you very much, man. Continue.
The truth about it, there's a lot of there are, because at this point everybody is focusing on the fact. Oh yeah, they say he graduated from the school, and we are forgetting, like he mentioned, the social security has been traced to a female. That social security that has been traced to a female. Then the government college. I saw where's my phone? I saw something. The affidavit that this Tinubu presented when he was contesting for the gubernatorial election in Lagos State. He claimed University of Chicago first, and he also claimed Chicago State University. He claimed Government College Ibadan, and he claimed an elementary school that was was able to prove that was not even in existence in Ibadan. Then from Government College Ibadan, he now moved to, because when they realized that the Government College Ibadan people started saying that there was nobody, there was no human being like him that graduated from the school, he now moved it to Government College Lagos, which has also been proven to have not been in existence as at the time he claimed that he graduated from the school. If he graduated in 1970, that means he must have been in the school 5 or 6 years prior to the time he graduated, which means he's trying to claim that the school was in existence in the 60s. So when you look at every angle of this whole thing, and then a guy who graduated from that Government College Lagos, who said it authoritatively, the guy gave his name and everything, who said it authoritatively that he was in a vocational school or somewhere with the supposedly adopted father of this Tinubu. Don't forget that this man, the Tinubu, he was allegedly adopted by Abibat Mogaji, and then was given the last name Tinubu, which is her maiden name. And then the person who is supposed to be his adopted father, the guy was saying that man who's supposed to be Tinubu's adopted father is 4 years his own senior. And he himself graduated in I think after 1979 or thereabout, because he said he witnessed the maiden graduation of the students of that government college in 1979. So people are just, everybody is neglecting that part. The point is this: when you trace everything that has to do with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there is traces of lies all over the place. This man, even the age he's claiming, can never be his. Come on, people don't get eyes. Look at this. The age this man is claiming can never be his age. There is no way the age he's claiming is his age. So either way you look at it, this man Tinubu is fraud. And I want to join my voice also to say that no matter how we see Atiku, for me, for one person, I do not support Atiku. I don't want to use the word like, or I don't have any personal feelings against Atiku, but the bottom line is that I do not support him. He's not in any way, I'm not in any way a fan of Atiku. But I am glad that this expedition, that this exposition or this whatever we're seeing today came from Atiku Abubakar, and it came from a northerner. The reason why I say this is this: because when we know the level of hatred or the level of disdain that these people have for, I'm not coming here now to play this tribal sentiment. Please, nobody should misunderstand me. If we know the level of disdain that people have for the Igbos and people, the man Gregory P2B, if he was the one that made this move, by now, both the Yorubas and the Hausas, please let nobody misunderstand me. I am not playing any tribal sentiment. But then the voice of the people that yes,
don't have any reservations. That is exactly my sentiments. That was what I was coming to come and speak now.
Yes. Because the level of noise people will make about this thing will be higher than what we are hearing right now. It will be greater. Look, P2B is not the one that went to CSU, but people are already attacking P2B for it's like when I saw Reno Omokri, I don't know how many people that saw it. Reno Omokri said it now that they are busy pursuing Tinubu's certificate after P2B did not. And then people were telling him, why are you bringing P2B to the C? P2B is not the one that is CSU. He's not the one there, but yeah, people are attacking the obedience. How much more if it was P2B that went for this thing? Look, God has a way of working. God has a way. He said he can use the foolishness of this world to confirm the wise. God has a way of doing his thing. He chose to go through Atiku Abubakar to do this thing and not through P2B. Because if it were through P2B, the case would have been worse as it is right now. So, I buy the sentiment of the person that said, let's take the message, forget about the messenger. God decided to use Atiku Abubakar to make this move, so that it will not be as worse as people would. Because if it were to be P2B, I'm telling you, hey, the case would have been a different thing. So I appreciate Atiku Abubakar for making this move for us. I appreciate it. And I also, one thing also I want to say, that I appreciate him for at least recognizing the people that set the pace for that he followed. People like David Hunde. And that is why the likes of that man, that young man, the likes of him must be preserved by any means, by any way. That guy must not be hurt in any way. And the glorious memory of Gani Fawemi, like he said, will not rest in peace. Even though the case is not, for me, the case is not over, because there are still things that people will need to trace. All the people that have been just started jumping out of now, that I don't know how many of us remember, there was a time some people, and then suddenly that picture came up again. They started parading a picture. Oh, this is Tinubu's primary school, and that primary school classmate, and that picture turns out to be the picture of Donald Duke. So this man, everything about him is just fraud and fraud and fraud. Nobody is even questioning about the elementary school. Nobody is talking about the government college. Nobody is talking about the Southwest, and nobody is even bringing up the issue that this one also claimed University of Chicago. Everything about this man is criminality, evil. I said this here before. I mean, it has gotten to a point where you can even do a DNA to know even Sheyi Tinubu is even his resource, because this man is just. And I ask myself, how did one human being come to this point that, like, what is this thing about this dark, devilish human being? What is this thing about him that he has so much taken over people that a lot of people are still not thinking? A lot of people are still not thinking. That people, we see people today that will say, yeah, finally, hey, everybody, come on. I look at the likes of Festus Keyamo, I say, this guy is just an imbecile. You are the person that was supposed to be at the forefront of this thing, because this was what you and your master was fighting for. Before this man, he fought for it and fought for it and fought for it. And then the likes of Oshibenjo, I want to talk here. I don't know if many of us knew that he was one of the people that shielded Tinubu when this case came up, when he was the Attorney General of Lagos State. Oshibanjo, that's one that calls himself a pastor, a so-called pastor that went and fraternized with these evil people and committed all these atrocities in Nigeria, Oshibanjo. And that was why Tinubu decided to use him use the Vice President of Nigeria to compensate him for what he used him to do during his time. If you don't know, he was Tinubu that handpicked Oshibanjo and gave him to Buhari as a compensation for using his so-called lawyer position, attorney general position of Lagos State to shield him when Gani Fawemi was fighting for him. Do you see the level of criminals we have in this country? Do you see the level of problem we have in this country that is called Nigeria? This country cannot move forward if we continue to do things like this. Because now everybody wants it to die. Oh, Chicago University have said it that Tinubu graduated. It's not about Tinubu graduating. The point is, who is the Tinubu that graduated? It is not just saying that this man's name was Amoda or Shongolere. At what point did he change his name from Amoda to Tinubu? At what point? Was it in a government college? Was it at Southwest College? Was it
Madam Nenna?
Yes.
There's another one. Adekunle.
Yes, that's it. And that one is authentic. This one is one of the things.
And he submitted that to INEC previously.
Yes.
That's a lot.
So at what point did he change his name to Ame? So you see that everything about this one is fraud. This whole thing is getting me crazy. And people are still sitting down and still analyzing, trying to make it pay. Come on now. Come on. What is going on? The country is captured. The country is tied. People, like yesterday night or yesterday, my husband said, if this kind of a thing that's happening in Nigeria, it happens in a sane society, by now Nigerians will troop on the street. And I keep asking myself, why are we still lying down? Why are we still acting as if there is nothing to fight for? Why are we still parading as if everything is all right? Why are we? The other day I saw somebody post on a Nigeria Watch page that they are going to paint New York green and white, do Nigerian parade. I made a comment. I said, why the parade? Why protest? And somebody replied me and said, start the protest and we support you. I say, it is shame that you have to come. Why are we? We are coming to New York to make a parade, to tell the world that Nigeria is all rosy, when we know that there is nothing like that. When we know that there's absolutely nothing rosy about this country, nothing is moving, nothing is happening, everything in this country is fraudulent, everything is evil, everything is going wrong with this country that is called Nigeria, because the leader of the criminal gang is at the helm of affair. And this man did not just become sit at the helm of affair now. He's just there now because we are seeing it. This man has been manipulating things that has to do with Nigeria for as long as one can remember. And people are there thinking of going to do parade. What kind of senseless, stupid parade are we doing? Telling the world that what is happening. We come there, we want to dance. We are green, white, green. So what? And show the world, hey, we have, come on. Let's get this right. Let's get this right. We are past this. Let's loud this and make it louder. That CSU is not just the issue. What about his primary school? What about his origin? Who are his parents? For crying out loud, 1979 is not 1939. You cannot tell me that everybody that existed with this man when he said he was born, that all of them are gone. There was a time he said it, that all his classmates are dead. Now you kill all of them. How can all your classmates, for crying out loud? My mother that lives with me is 82 years old. Some of her classmates are still around. How come it's only Tinubu that when he filled his first form, he filled in Lagos State, he said it was his associate that made clerical error. Now, Chicago, not only you did they make clerical error for your papers. Only you. And you went to school stay for how many years you went to school? Finish and you never realized for one day that there was a clerical error in your documents. Are you for real? And some people are sitting down and actually, I don't even want to talk about people in the government because they are there, they're eating. A layman on the street, people who go through the pace of the pace like every other Nigerian goes through, are still supporting this madness. You see somebody who does not have food to eat will still be telling you, hey, what is it there? After all, I'm like, what is wrong with you? Forget about people in the government. They are chopping, they are eating, they can afford to defend it. What about people who are as hungry as I am? Even though I'm not hungry like them. They are still supporting just because the person speaks your dialect, just because the person worships the kind of God you worship. Are you for real? Are you people serious now, right now? It is so ridiculous. Everything about this man is shrouded with nothing but criminality. I thank God for. I know we are not going to touch. I'm trying to avoid Farotimi's this morning. I watched it. I'm like, thank you, this man, because you flawed this imbecile that came there to want to challenge you. This man is nothing but a career criminal. Somebody who has been parading somebody who has made crime his career, profession, just like people who go to school and study to be a journalist, to be in service. You went to school to study, just like you were taking your time going to class, study to be who you are today. The same way this man sat down under the tutorship of who I don't know to become a criminal. That is who this man is. And people are sitting somewhere. And this country is a census, is an insane society. Nigeria is an insane society. Very, very insane. People are buying into this nonsense. Come on now. We can continue like this as a nation. Look at the leader of the most populous black nation. Look at the kind of nonsense we are talking about. Lies all over the place. Criminality all over the place. And somebody thinks that with all these things that this man would make something good out of Nigeria. Come on. I say it over and over. You cannot put a new wine in an old bottle and expect an old wine in a new bottle and expect it to taste better. It can never happen. This man is a criminal. Do you know how many millions he spent in sugar? Look, it's not just Atiku must have paid only lawyers. But Tinubu went beyond. Allegedly, he must have gone beyond just paying lawyers. This man must have bribed people in Chicago. Look, trace it. Allegedly, people have been saying that he has been a great financier of that state, of that university. And Chicago University is one school that is known for fraud. Every research Chicago State University.
Thank you.
Come on now, what are we talking about? This is criminal. Go, crook.
Thank you, Madanena. Thank you. Madanena, don't not be small. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody.
I am angry. I am so pissed off. You got. Come on.
Thank you so much,
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You see, when she was making her deposition, she said, you know, they proved that Tinubu, they didn't give him this thing. Look, that transcript they released, their job is not for you, for them now to go and look into it and see who owns that. And that is why that I don't know what they call their number, you know, like here we call it the NI number, right? That is the main information. And the article's lawyer, I think you must have seen it on Arise. He came up there and you know, even say it plain that this thing was traced to a woman. So there's nothing they can. What Chicago did is what they need to do. The rest is left for us to start digging and knowing what is happening, because the way this man, you know, orchestrate those things, without this way I think went, there's no way you and I can ever find the truth. That's one thing I want to highlight there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Let me pick this call before I come to Madam Busy Brains. Hello. Thank you very much, sir. Good afternoon to you. Please talk to us.
Good morning, Mr. Niger Watch, and God bless you for the resilience. Honestly, I am ashamed of what Tony Africa came out here to open his mouth to do this a moment ago. Can he not even appreciate Atiku for the effort he has put in, if nothing else? Bola Tinubu should go and resign, just like the man from Abuja said. He should go and resign. I think that is the most honorable thing for him to do now. The shame is more than enough. He should go and resign. The college from where they said he came as a woman, I will want them, if there's any way to do it, to search out for that lady and know where she is. You know, and let her speak to the world. Let them know that she is not the Bola Tinubu that is the president of Nigeria. That is one. Two, 1970 is before 74. Bola Ahmed does not have a bachelor's degree, neither does she have even a school cert. Because what 1970 school cert from government college tells us is that Bola Tinubu did not go to school. He has nothing. And he's parading himself, as some people shamelessly are giving him the support, backing him and making noise here and there. Look, they have not started. I thank God for what is going on. Atiku has just said something very important now. He has called Obi, he has called Ekpakwaso, he has called all leaders of political groups to join in, to make sure whatever that means to Nigerians, they should be able to understand it. They should be able to understand it. I know who Atiku is. I worked under him as a civil servant. They should join in. Results will come. Nigerians will get their mandate. Whether the devil likes it or not, Nigeria is coming back. Let me say that for now. God bless you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let me come to Oga Onera. I don't see you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Madam Busy Brains, thanks very much for rejoining us again. If your audio is now, please speak to us.
Yeah. Hello, Oga Niger Watch. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And greetings to the panelists and all those who have tuned in at this time to watch and listen and participate in the comment section and online. Honestly, these are very exciting times. It's like we are really in a battle, because you make great strides and then tomorrow you will get setbacks. Yesterday was one of those days, not because the information that came out from that deposition was negative. No, it is the demonic response of those who are trying to propagandize this matter and turn the narrative that it was so annoying to watch or to hear or to read, that they are turning black to white, they are turning white to black, changing everything. And that demonic Reno has over about 1 million people on X. So he has a great reach of influence. And he goes and propagates negative lies, even carrying on and making it a mockery of people, making it look as if people don't know what is going on in this 21st century, I mean 20, whatever century we are in, trying to dump on people's intelligence and make it look as if he will say, go and read it, as if we didn't read it. Trying to make it look as if people are missing something, there's a trick somewhere. That got me mad and upset. Then, not only that, we now go to try and get some succor from the mainstream. Then we now have Abati dousing it down. And then they gagged Rufai. But today Rufai was unleashed and he was on fire.
We have not seen that video of Rufai yet. Please.
Okay. So I won't talk much about that.
Yeah.
You know, what has happened, the revelation that has happened, and that is what Sister Nena said today, has been what I have been wanting to say for a long time. But whenever I'm trying to get there, my time is up. Yesterday, I wanted to even talk about it, but I slept off. I'm sorry. You know, you see, Peter Obi, it was not the right person to carry this fight. To fight this fight of fraud or identity fraud or because the narrative will change totally. The narrative will change and it will now become a Yoruba and an Igbo matter. It will now become, they will turn it. We've seen what they did during the elections. And believe you me, Nigerians are very gullible. They will take it and run with it to the bank. The message that this guy has committed fraud will not get to where it needs to get to because they will hijack it and turn it into a religious, a tribal, they'll turn it, they'll put a tribal sentiment onto it. While I come here and really acknowledge what Atiku Abubakar has done, he's gone further this time. And I want to put it on record. I strongly believe the reason why he went further is because he has seen that over 80% of the populace are with with Peter Obi, are with Obi, are obedient. And he has seen the active nature, the vibrosity that we are. And he pitched in on it to take it as far as he can. If he was fighting this on his own, it wouldn't have been magnified the way it has been because the obedient amplified it. He didn't have the clout. He didn't have the online presence. He didn't have that presence to push it. But obedience pushed it. It was amplified everywhere you go, socially, everywhere. We tried to push it to get to international media. And then the bat slayer, who is David Hundai, was just finishing work left, right, and center. So he flew on that and got the job done. Kudos to you, sir. We thank you and we really appreciate you. I, for one, am not the one to castigate you on your past if you want to leave it as your past. Because who doesn't have a past? As long as we take the right step going forward to do the right thing. Look at the polity now, Baba Atiku, and see between you and Peter Obi, who will do better. In this time, please, don't be selfish. We will get to where we want to get to by ousting the impostor who is Tifnubu We will get him out. But while we do, don't turn on Mr. Peter Obi because of your own personal interest. Put the interest of the nation before yours and those that are going to be in your ears to push you. Tell them no. Tell them no. Be the support that Peter Obi needs. Then this feat that you have accomplished will go a long way with you. It will give you a better name than you've ever gotten in your lifetime. It will be your greatest achievement ever if you come behind the obedience and push Obi forward. You see, personally, I feel your own courage does not suit the role of what we need right now as president. You carry a lot of baggage with you. You cannot even carry your own bag. Somebody has to carry it. You are a one that everybody will have to do rankadede too. So nobody will be able to tell you the truth. Because you do not go on the road like ordinary people. You are not, we cannot connect with you because you are high up there. You are elite. We need somebody who will not be like one of those, because the way you carry yourself, you are one of these daddy GOs that surround themselves with psychophants. So they want you to be calling them mommy, daddy. They want you to be bending down. So if everybody around them do that, who will tell them the truth? You see, Peter Obi exemplifies the kind of leader Nigeria needs for tomorrow. He looks like a servant. You look like Oga. I do not mean a servant in a disrespectful way. Everybody that is coming to leadership is not coming to come and be an Oga. They are coming to be a servant for the people. And Mr. Peter Obi has put himself to be the servant of the people. He carries himself as such. Nobody carries his bag. Nobody is coming to do rankadede and be putting sweet things in his ears that will make him feel like he is one God. He is grounded. And because he is grounded, if he is at the top, all of us will be grounded. You see why this daddy GOs not even wanting? It's because he will open by the mere, he doesn't have to say anything. His actions alone will make us know that we do not need to kowtow to any Tom, Dick, and Harry that puts themselves above us. There is nothing better than you. You are Nigerian, I'm Nigerian. That is where it stops. Your opportunity, you are where you are because of opportunity and luck. But it doesn't make you any better than me or the next person. Baba Atiku, please. Rally round the obedient and push the right person, which is Peter Obi. We know that this man is a done deal. The pastor that made a prophecy that said, Tifnubu will steal the throne, but he will not be able to play the drum because the owner will come and he will be kicked and sent to jail. And when that prophecy comes to pass, that man and his church, he will make a lot of customers. And I hope that when that time comes, that he will be in tune and remain as godly with God. Because for God to give him that revelation, he must have done something right in his life. So I speak, Oga, Baba, you are a father now. You've done what nobody could have done at this time. God has used you to expose the snake that is in the form of a human being. We know that there is more to come to the revelation. And I really appreciate the fact that you went and did that press conference. That press conference was superb. It was to put the nail in the coffin. Now you've done that part. You've made it victoriously clear that the impostor is not only an impostor, he's a fraud, a thief, a liar. It is up to Nigerians now to stand up and ride on this momentum. Go on the streets and let it be known that an international court with great repute
has been able to expose what our local judiciary has not been able to do. They have not had the courage to be able to take stand on the truth, even though the truth was facing them. Now they have no choice but to see the truth. We have every reason to demand that the impostor must go because he was not there institutionally. He is an uninstitutional president, so he has no right in dealing business with Nigerians. We do not want him. He is not our president. He is bringing great shame to what we call Nigeria and Nigerians abroad and wherever in diaspora. Nigerians, wherever you are, I hope this message will go as far as possible. Wake up. Wake up from your slumber and from your sleep and pray for courage. You do not have to be absent of fear. You don't have to wait till you don't have fear. You go in the battlefield with fear. That is all with the fear. You are taking that step shows you've got faith. Courage is a demonstration of faith. And we will not fail if we take that step. Oga Elvis, thank you so much. I'll come back when I recharge. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Busy Brace. God bless you. Okay, let's move on. But before that, let me appreciate Victor Smart. Thanks for the super chat. May God bless you, sir. I really do appreciate this. God bless you. Thank you so much. My people, please help us to press on the like button. You know, we're going to be ending this show shortly and come back again in the next 5 minutes. But before that, I'll give opportunity for the people that are still here to speak. We have 3 more to go. Sure. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis, and good evening to the listeners and the people in the comment section. I've followed the news with, keen interest. And it's quite interesting what Atiku, has decided to do. It's almost very personal between Atiku and Tinubu at this point. And I'm happy that, like many people have said, it's coming from Atiku. I personally believe that if Peter Obi had pursued this the way Atiku pursued it, with this press conference, Peter Obi might have been arrested. He might have been accused of treason, as they say that you give a dog a bad name so you can hang it. So they will have, conjured all sorts just so that they can arrest him and lock him up. So I'm glad it's coming from Atiku. I think he benefits from something you call the Northern privilege. If you remember, it was Peter Obi's running mate, Datia Ahmed, that went on channels and said, a few things that he said. If Peter Obi had said it, I don't think they would have let that slide. So I'm happy that the people from the North, the elite from the North are speaking up against what's going on in Nigeria. So that's a very good one. People like Festus Keyamo, I'm quite interested to see what he says, because like Atiku rightly said, it was Keyamo's mentor that started this. When Keyamo was with Gani Fawehinmi, that's when they started this together. So it'll be interesting to see what Keyamo makes of this. Of course, I'm sure he will still try to protect his own daily bread. So it will probably go against what Gani Fawehinmi, started. But I'm happy things are unfolding. I think personally, Atiku, what Atiku went to get in Chicago was already known. And that's why he gave credit to someone like David Odeyin. What I believe Atiku was looking for was to prove that the certificate is forged. Everything else, the social security number that leads to a female, these, all this government college Lagos that didn't exist in 1970, when Tinubu claimed to have graduated, children's home school in Ibadan, the primary school he claimed he attended that he didn't attend, government college Ibadan denied him. All of that, I think, is almost like Atiku is like, they exist, but the material thing for me is to prove that the certificate he gave to INEC is forged. Now, you attended the school or you didn't attend, it doesn't matter. As long as the certificate is forged, all of us are now lawyers now. We all know a bit of the constitution. So the section 137 that's been quoted by everybody clearly states that if it's forged, then you shouldn't run in the first place. Now, we know the people we're dealing with. These are hardened criminals, most of these justices. So what will they say? That's the key thing for me. I look forward to their ruling. And Abati has been telling us, and I said it the last time I was on this show, to say, I don't agree with Abati at all. He's a politician. He's a lawyer, then he's a journalist, part-time journalist. So, but Abati has been telling us, oh, they won't accept any new evidence. Abati knows these guys more than we do. He can preempt them, even if he doesn't have it on authority. He knows the sort of things they can do. So he's already telling us, or foretelling, warning us that, see, whatever evidence you bring, yes, it might bring reputational damage if Tinubu has any reputation to be damaged. It might bring reputational damage, but it's already telling us they won't admit any new evidence. Now, this might now affect Tinubu in 2027, according to people like Abati. As far as they're concerned, it might affect his re-election because people can bring it forward before the election because, you know, they keep saying front load, front load, front load. So people would have enough time to front load it to say this was forged. But Abati and the cronies and, you know, all this criminal gang, they believe that this is too late. You can't kick Tinubu out of office. So I'm only hoping, and I know that's a bit, you know, dangerous, to hope that the Supreme Court will do anything that will favor the people. You know, they've sold their conscience. They've sold everything, you know, for a pot of porridge. They don't care if the country burns as long as their immediate family, you know, are well looked after. So I'm hoping that the judiciary, the Supreme Court would accept new evidence and do what's right. It doesn't matter who gets in there. Well, it matters, but all I'm saying is let the person that got the most eligible votes, the person that was eligible to even contest, let the person be president. I keep saying it. If they had done the right thing from the start, if Tinubu had won legitimately, people like myself will have been like, oh my God, how did this happen? But we won't have any reason to complain. We will just fault ourselves for not campaigning, for not doing enough. But when you cheat people to get to office and you now ask them, oh, why are you complaining? You're bitter, you are jealous, you're this, you will cry for 8 years. No, I'm not going to cry. People like myself won't cry for nothing. I keep saying it. They can sell petrol for 5,000 naira. I can afford it. But what about the people, the regular people or the people who are not as privileged that cannot afford it? Do you care at all? You know, you see all these, even the Atiku boys on Twitter, if you're very, Mr. Elvis, I know you talk a lot about Twitter. I spend a lot of time on Twitter myself. Atiku boys, when they started this case, they didn't show a lot of interest. They called them the SPV boys, you know, from the Atiku's audio that was released, the SPV case. So they called them the SPV boys on Twitter. They were quiet. It was the obedience that carried this on their heads. Obedience don't need to be paid to do anything that they feel is right. The Atiku boys went, I mean, apart from maybe 2 or 3 handles that, you know, kept the fire burning, most of them disappeared after the election. Atiku lost. They knew there was no money coming from anywhere. They started porting to APC, trying to, you know, find means of still getting money. Now that this has come up, they are now trying to say, oh, why are the obedience carrying this on their head? They are not PDP boys anyway. You are the reason why Atiku lost. You people should go away. But the obedience were the ones that kept hammering on this. And I'm glad that Atiku acknowledged the obedience without calling the names. He actually acknowledged the people online that magnified this. And it was the obedience that did most of the heavy lifting. All these Atiku boys are now reappearing from God knows where. Because all they care about is funding. As long as you fund us, we'll speak for you. And people like Reno Mokri, please, you know, the guy would campaign for Hitler today. If Hitler was alive, Reno Mokri would campaign for him. He will go into the Bible and bring scriptures to back it up. So people, like, the less people speak about Reno Mokri, the better. There was another one, you know, the short one that wanted to take over the whole NSAS thing. When people stopped talking about him on Twitter, it disappeared. He's now irrelevant. And I hope that's what happens to Reno Mokri. The less people speak about him, the better. It would disappear naturally. So I'm glad this has happened. But let's also remember, in politics, there are no permanent friends, there are no permanent enemies. Now that Atiku is saying, you know, acknowledging Obi, acknowledging Kwankwaso and all of that, that's not to say we should relax and turn our backs completely. These guys can stab you at the back at any point. It's politics. It's dirty. So to trust people wholeheartedly, I wouldn't advise it. Now, yes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, because Atiku is the enemy of our enemy. So he's our friend currently, but we have to play with caution as well. So you can't trust these people wholeheartedly. You know, they are career politicians. As long as they win, it doesn't matter which way. So we still need to be very careful in dealing with these guys. But I thank Atiku for what he's done. I saw someone, you know, castigating him, he needs to go to jail. Yes, that's all fine. But you have to be able to separate the man occasionally from the work he's done. What Atiku has done, if Obi had done it, as much as the man, Tony, whatever, supports Obi will have been locked up. And Tony won't go on the street to do anything. So let's appreciate Atiku for this one that is done.
Would have been locked up today on the press conference.
Long time. You understand? So let's appreciate Atiku for this one that is done. He knows he has that northern privilege and he's used it to the maximum. And long may it continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sho. May God bless you, sir. Trust
you
me,
too.
if it was Obi that was taking that press conference just now. Hello?
Yes.
I was talking. Somebody was still talking. I don't know who was talking.
No, she just said well done. She said well done.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. If it was Peter Obi that was taking that press conference today, they would have ordered his arrest immediately. Right there. Thank you very much, my people. Let me call on the last person. Fortunately, it's not going to get to Mr. CM before we move on to the other one, but he will be the first to start that with us. But let me come to Mr. Onero. Mr. Onero, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. What's your take on what the press conference from Atiku Abubakar?
Yeah, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you're listening to us from. For me, it's been really, I don't know, my level of annoyance have been tilted towards the drug issue before now. I have seen, of course, we know about the certificate issues from 1999, as far back as 1999. For those of us that are adults and have been inclined towards politics in Nigeria in general, you know, but the angle I want to come from are practical ones. When I finished primary school from Warri, without my primary school's leaving certificate, the secondary school I went to would not have admitted me. As a matter of fact, it's the State Ministry of Education that gives admission populate based on what you score, whether you have distinction, whether you had merit, whether you had credit, whether you had pass or you failed. That is for primary school leaving certificate. They are the one that allocate the student in Delta State then to the various secondary school based on the choices you made. If you do not have the primary school leaving certificate, the secondary school will not admit you into that school. I move on. After secondary school, I gained admission into the Great University of Benin. Let me put it that way. When I gained admission, our O-level, which is the secondary school certificate, was verified. You present it. Was verified before the admission. They check it. While you are in school from year 1, for those of us that did the engineering, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, 500 level. For those that study medicine, up to 600 level. For those that are in social sciences, up to 400 level. At a certain point in time, while we're in that university, the university went to WAEC and verified every student that gained admission. At least I can speak for myself. Based on that, I know 2 of my classmates that were expelled from the University of Benin. Were expelled. These are not faculty now. I'm talking about my classmates that were expelled because they forged their O-level certificate to gain admission into the University of Benin. Switch it over after graduation and finally got employed in Benin by a corporate organization. Before that organization confirmed those of us that were employed, the organization said, go get a certified true copy of your university certificate. I went back to the University of Benin, went back to my department, and they gave me a certified true copy. It took some days, but that is a requirement to sustain that employment. Those that forged, the organization went through the HRO to confirm from the university if we actually graduated from that school. Even if you attended, the certificate you presented to the organization, was it forged? If yes, you are fired. I do know of another of my classmates. He never graduated. He left when we were in 300 or 200 level. He's still in my classmates' WhatsApp group. We did not say he didn't attend University of Benin, but he cannot claim to have graduated or have a certificate which he will present somewhere else and say he graduated from University of Benin. That would be a lie. That would be forgery. So why in the world will Nigeria as a nation, our people as a people, whether you are from the west, east, south, north, is irrelevant. Why should we accept the person that is occupying the highest, that's the highest office in Nigeria, in any country? It may not be in any country. Some may do a kingdom or whatever, like in the UK. In Nigeria, the highest office is the presidency. Why should we accept somebody that forged all those other issues relating to did he attend the university? That's immaterial. That's irrelevant. That's inconsequential. The consequential issue, which is outlined in our own Nigerian constitution, if the Supreme Court like, I will get to that maybe at some point if time allows me. Why should you present a forged certificate to INEC? That is the material issue that must be addressed, that has been addressed, that we are hammering on. All those other issues are secondary as far as we are concerned. Did you, as a candidate, submit to the INEC a forged certificate? The answer is yes, because the deposition and the document presented by Chicago State University confirmed. They said, they presented it, they refer to it as INEC diploma. Did you people issue this INEC diploma? Take a sample of it and look at it. Look at it. The man said, no, that certificate did not emanate from us. But Nigeria judicial system will accept the governor of Enugu State for forging an NYSC certificate. That's unacceptable. We accept the governor of Lagos for forging his WAEC certificate. That's not acceptable. We will not accept this current Tiff Nibu, the drug man. I'm not alleging, it's confirmed. It's so annoying. It's so painful. We know, growing up, people do the forgery issue. People call it Dagbo when we're investing. But if you are caught, you'll be expelled. The young lady, a couple of months ago,
16 years old girl that went ahead and forged her jam results, not certificate yet, so that she can gain admission. The entire Nigeria shine their eyes, noise, that if she forged it, she must be dealt with. Jack didn't listen to nobody, which was the organization in charge. Jack didn't care how people bamboozled them. They said this girl forged it, and for that reason, she is banned from taking job for 3 years. If you punish that 16 years old girl for forgery, how can people in their right thinking senses, if not for tribalism and religionism, which has held us bound for years, how will some people defend a certificate forger, a drug man, a thief Tinubu, to remain in the aims of affair of Nigeria? It's a shame. It's a disgrace. It's a discouragement. It's a stain. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that line of story. Thank you. God bless you, Oga Onero. Thank you very much. It's a big shame, you know, to know that we still have people who is currently defending this man. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Please, you have so much noise on your background, sir. Hello.
Okay, I'm very sorry. I've left the place right now.
Okay, thank you very much. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
Yeah, I'm Anthony. I'm calling from Italy.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Anthony. 2 minutes.
I just want to first of all thank you, appreciate your good work. I've been following you for years now.
Thank you.
But for this past 1 year, I just want to say you are doing excellently great.
Thank you.
But let me go straight to the point. What are we still waiting for as the youth of Nigeria? What, after hearing this news, what else do they want to hear? What are they waiting for to make them react? They must not wait for Atiku to say, go on the street and fight, or carry placard, or carry one thing. It's time for them to take Nigeria by themselves. Atiku have tried. Peter Obi have tried. What are they waiting for after hearing this news? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Good work.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much, my people. For those of you that are still here with us. Okay, let me give opportunity. I'm not going to accept anybody in for now until we move on to the next broadcast. But the people that is already here with us, Oga CM, do you want to wait for the next broadcast, or you want to say something now? We can't hear you, Oga CM.
Maybe next broadcast then.
Okay. Let's come back to you. Thank you very much. Okay, my people, thank you very much for your time with us. The people that is still on the panel, you can keep your support because the next broadcast might be a bit competitive. A lot of people might want to come in. I want to appreciate every one of you that is right there, right now with us. Thank you for your time with us. Yes, our May broadcast, we are going to start right now. This one is the press conference by Mr. Atiku Abubakar. So we are going to extensively talk about this and take more reactions from others and all that to put this right to you. Please press on the like button, and join us. All you just need to do, if you are listening to us right now, depend on where you're watching us from, just press on your refresh as we take this break to join us on the new broadcast. Now, God bless you. Now, my people, appreciate every one of you right there. We are getting there. For me, everything is looking good. A new Nigeria is certainly possible. Press on that like button, my people. Thank you. All right, I'll join you guys shortly in the next 1 or 2 minutes.
I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. Go there, biza. Kama bara wa lo ninu ife kan akanbi. I know they do competition with anybody. If I offend you, forgive me. Show me love. I go show you love. I máa bára wa lò.